I just uploaded the last video and I was preparing to go to sleep, but there's a matter that bothers me a lot right now, so I have to record this video and post it before I sleep. It is that you can't choose your family. Personally, I was so lucky about my family because I grew up in a very warm environment. I felt loved by my parents. I grew up in an environment where everybody loves each other. But I know that some of you are not as lucky as I am. And believe me, I am sorry as much as you are, because I know that family leads you literally every point that you need to go. You need a father figure, a mother figure when you need to give a sharp decision about your life. And not having that is a loss, I know, and I'm sorry. But there are things in life that you can choose and they can be as beneficial as a family. I want to begin with friends and friendship. I was also lucky about friends. And there is one thing that a wise person told me once. It is that tell me your friend and I'll tell you who you are, and she's goddamn right. She always stressed that if you spend your time around lazy and bad people, you will eventually become one of them. It is inevitable. And yeah, she's right again. And she also said that the more you spend time around very smart and ambitious people, you'll challenge yourself to be even better than them. That's who you'll become. I understand her. That's why I want to stress that choose your friends correctly. If you spend your time around people who are, say, normalizing cheating, normalizing dating with 20, 25 years older people for money and use them, that's awful. You'll become one of them, and believe me, you don't want that. Or you could just spend your time with people who are capable of giving very valid decisions. You can tell that that person is inspiring, that person is merciful, that person leads me to the right way. And once you create a really strong bond with this person, the moment you need that person and they will be there, this is more precious than anything worldly, in my opinion. Specifically, I'm talking about this matter because I'm a person who is scared to be alone, because I was alone for a long time in my life, and I got used to spend time and share my opinions with different people. Now I can't just let this go. That's why it is extraordinarily important for me to have really precious and loving people around me, because I have to feel safe, I have to feel secured, and even though I'm a man, I have to stay strong even on my own, I know, but still, I'm a human after all. I need that around. But you may not be capable of doing that too, and it is still okay. Maybe you are an introvert like me, and you're not really good at making new friends, and that's all right, because there's another thing. It's also one of the things on my list about this video, the things that you can replace your family with. It is God. In order to improve relationship with God, you don't need to be an extrovert. You can be silent. You can just shut up and think. And once you keep up with this tempo, you will feel that doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter the situation that you're in, there is someone watching your back. I fear God, but I fear God in a very really good way. My fear is not like God is mad at me and God will punish me, I will be punished by that, or I'm screwed. No. My fear is more like I'm about to do something wrong, but I can't hide it. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't hide my mistake because God is there watching me. I can lie to anybody and they can believe in me, but God is there watching me. I did this recently after my last breakup. I've done very bad things, awful things. At the moment, I didn't care because I had completely forgot about my relationship with God. I was not scared of anything. I was not scared of death. I was not scared of being judged by God. I was ruthless, fearless. And being fearless is no good, I can tell. Because there is no limit of bad things, awful things that you can do once you don't have God. Being an atheist, in my opinion, is so selfish. Because when you're atheist, you're unstoppable. You have no motivation. Actually, you have motivation, but you have no significant motivation to do good things because there is no God who is motivating you to do that because you don't believe in any. At the same time, there is nothing that discourages you from doing evil. I can murder. Nobody would see it, nobody would hear it, and nobody can prove it. Imagine you murder someone, you don't feel guilt. Because once you start to believe in a lie, you will feel innocent, whatever you do. When I was a kid, I was doing this a lot. My parents would buy me some pencil and eraser and stuff, and I would always lose them, break them, or do whatever with them. And I would lie. Somebody stole it. I would lie so strongly that I would believe in myself. I would believe like, oh, I didn't break my pencil. Somebody stole it. I would normalize lying. Okay, when I was a kid, it was so innocent, but imagine you are a grown-ass person right now. Imagine what you're capable of. The things that you could potentially do. How evil you could be, how ruthless, how bad you could be, both for people around you and for yourself. That's how you need God. I was not a believer for a long time. I stopped. Actually, I was never a believer because when I was a kid, I believed by force, not because I wanted. And after a while, when I got older and I was able to understand the reality of the world as a grown person, I decided not to believe. So I had nothing emotionally between me and God because there was no God for me. And then I met with a person. You know who is it if you watch my videos. And thanks to this person, I met with God. In my life ever since has completely changed in a really, really good way. Because it is hard to feel alone when you know that there is someone watching you up there. I was depressed and I needed people to talk with, and I talked with all of them, but it was not enough for me. Because of the fury that I had and heartbreak that I had, I forgot about his existence, which I'm so regret for. But then, recently, I remembered his existence. Now I'm thinking, God, I'm suffering a lot. God, life is pointless for me right now. But you have a plan for me. I'm a Christian. I believe in one God. I believe in Jesus Christ, and I can tell. It doesn't matter your religion is. You could be a Muslim, you could be a Christian or Hindu, whatever you are. My biggest suggestion would be read Bible. Okay? Before reading it, don't have any expectations. Alright? Just read it as if you were reading a novel. Just read Bible. And let everything flow after it. Don't judge the book by its cover though. But I guarantee you, once you start reading, you will feel his existence. I'm not trying to convince you to be Christian here. No, I'm trying to convince you to believe in God if you're not a believer. Because in order to be a good boy and not a nasty boy, you need to understand that there is someone greater than you, more powerful than you, who gave you life and who knows how to take it away. That's why you have to watch your steps. You will be okay if your father finds out that you're smoking and drinking. You'll be okay if your boyfriend or girlfriend found out that you cheated on. You won't die. They might hurt you, alright, but the life will go on. But when you know that there's God, who's literally, its name is God, come on, perfect. There's no limit of his power. You know it. And once you're scared of it, you can never dare to do evil. That's why it doesn't matter what is it. Believe in Odin, believe in Zeus, I don't care. Just believe in something that is greater than you are. But I would say for the best, read Bible and give it a chance. Good night.